To avoid traction loss on wet roads, you should A. Make abrupt turns. B. Apply the brakes firmly. C. Slow down. C. Slow down. To prevent hydroplaning, lower your speed in response to wet roads and keep your tires in good condition. If you detect a loss of control, take your foot off the gas, do not apply the brakes, maintain the direction of the vehicle, and allow the vehicle to slow to a manageable speed. This bicyclist is signaling A. A left turn. B. An upcoming stop. C. A right turn. A. A left turn. Bicycles do not have turn signals, so bicyclists use hand and arm signals to alert other drivers to their intentions. If a bicyclist puts their left arm straight out, they are signaling that they intend to turn left. When approaching a flashing red traffic light, drivers should A. Treat the light like a stop sign. B. Wait until the light turns green to proceed. C. Continue through the intersection without stopping. A. Treat the light like a stop sign. A flashing red traffic light should be treated in the same way as a stop sign. An approaching driver must come to a complete stop and proceed only when it is safe. When changing lanes, A. Check your side mirror and look over your shoulder to make sure the lane is clear. B. Check the inside rearview mirror. C. Slow down. A. Check your side mirror and look over your shoulder to make sure the lane is clear. Before changing lanes, you should check your side mirrors and look over your shoulder to make sure it is safe to proceed.
Want to ace your DMV test? Click on the link below and get your guaranteed cheat sheet.
To help avoid skidding on slippery surfaces, you should A. Shift to a lower gear after starting down a steep hill. B. Speed up to enter curves and slow down to exit them. C. Slow down before entering curves and intersections. C. Slow down before entering curves and intersections. Slow down before you enter a curve because you do not know what may be ahead. Braking on a curve may cause you to skid. A solid yellow line next to a broken yellow line means that vehicles A. Driving in both directions may pass. B. Next to the broken line may pass. C. Next to the solid line may pass. B. Next to the broken line may pass. Yellow lines separate lanes of traffic moving in opposite directions. A broken yellow line next to your driving lane means that you may pass. When driving in a construction zone, A. Slightly increase your speed. B. Expect the unexpected. C. Expect construction workers to yield to motorists. At intersections with stop signs on all corners, A. The vehicle to arrive first has the right of way. B. The vehicle to arrive last has the right of way. C. Drivers should always offer to let other cars proceed first. A. The vehicle to arrive first has the right of way. At intersections with stop signs on all corners, cars should proceed in the order that they arrive. Come to a complete stop and yield the right of way to any vehicle that arrived to the intersection before you. This road sign means A. Cars in the right lane must slow down. B. No left turn. C. Merge. C. Merge. Warning signs are usually yellow with black markings. This sign indicates that there could be traffic merging from the right, so drivers should prepare to allow traffic to safely merge. In Arkansas, wearing a seat belt in the front passenger seat of a vehicle is A. Optional. B. Suggested. C. Required by law. On a multi-lane road, a dashed yellow line next to a solid yellow line means A. Passing is prohibited from both directions. B. Passing is permitted from both directions. C. Passing is permitted only from the direction next to the dashed line. C. Passing is permitted only from the direction next to the dashed line. Where there are both solid and dashed yellow lines between lanes of traffic, only traffic directly next to the dashed line may cross the centerline to pass. Drivers next to the solid line may not pass. When approaching a railroad crossing, warning sign. A. Be ready to drive faster than the train. B. Be prepared to stop if a train is nearby. C. Look for a way around any lowered gates. B. Be prepared to stop if a train is nearby. Railroad crossing warning signs are used to warn drivers of the possibility of a train. Drivers should obey all warning signs and never go around barriers or disregard activated signals. Alcohol is A. A stimulant. B. An antihistamine. C. A depressant. C. A depressant. Alcohol is a depressant that dulls your judgment and makes your reflexes unreliable. Do not use your high-beam headlights when driving within fill in the blank of an oncoming vehicle. A. 2 miles. B. 300 yards. C. 500 feet. C. 500 feet. High-beam headlights should be used at night to help drivers see their surroundings more clearly. Drivers should switch to their low beams when they are within 500 feet of another vehicle. In traffic moving at 50 to 55 miles per hour, you are least likely to have an accident if you A. Drive a few miles per hour faster than most other vehicles. B. Stay within that speed range. C. Drive a few miles per hour slower than most other vehicles. B. Stay within that speed range. You should adjust your speed to travel smoothly with the other traffic on a roadway, provided that the other traffic is driving within the posted speed limits. Remember that vehicles moving in the same direction at the same speed cannot hit each other. Crashes involving multiple vehicles often happen when some vehicles are traveling at different speeds than others. At an intersection with stop signs on all corners, yield the right of way to any driver. A. On your left. B. Who arrived before you. C. Across from your vehicle. B. Who arrived before you. After coming to a full stop, vehicles should proceed through a four-way stop in the order in which they arrive to the intersection. If multiple vehicles arrive at the same time, the vehicle on the left must yield the right of way to the vehicle on the right. You want to park uphill on a two-way road and there is no curb. Which direction do you turn your front wheels? A. Straight ahead. B. Right, toward the side of the road. C. Left, toward the center of the road. B. Right, toward the side of the road. When parking either uphill or downhill on a road that has no curb, you should turn your wheels so that the vehicle will roll away from the center of the road if the brakes fail. Should you always drive more slowly than other traffic? A. No, you can block traffic when you drive too slowly. B. Yes, it is a good defensive driving technique. C. Yes, it is always safer than driving faster than other traffic. A. No, you can block traffic when you drive too slowly. You must drive more slowly than usual when there is heavy traffic or bad weather. However, if you block the normal and reasonable movement of traffic by driving too slowly, you may be cited. This sign means A. Watch for bicycles. B. Bicycles not allowed. C. Bicycle repair shop ahead. A. Watch for bicycles. Warning signs are usually yellow with black markings. Warning signs may alert drivers to areas where animals, people, and vehicles are likely to cross traffic. Your license can be suspended if you are under 21 and drive with a blood alcohol level of A. 0.15% or more. B. 0.08% or more. C. Any amount. C. Any amount. There is zero tolerance for alcohol use by drivers under age 21. If you are under 21, the detection of any trace of alcohol in your system will result in stiff penalties, including the suspension of your license for 2 years. This sign means A. Slippery when wet. B. Stop sign ahead. C. No U-turn. A. Slippery when wet. All roads are slippery and dangerous when wet. This sign warns of conditions that can cause a driver to lose control of a car. A driver should slow down when coming upon wet pavement because it takes longer to stop. This sign means A. Side road. B. Merge. C. Yield the right of way. A. Side road. This sign indicates that there is an intersection with a side road ahead. You want to turn left at an upcoming corner. Yield the right of way to A. Oncoming vehicles also turning left. B. All approaching vehicles. C. Pedestrians on the sidewalk waiting for a walk signal. B. All approaching vehicles. When making a left turn, you must yield to pedestrians, bicyclists, or other vehicles moving on their green light. Which of the following road surfaces freezes first? A. A tunnel. B. An intersection. C. A bridge. C. A bridge. Pavement on bridges and overpasses can become icy even when other surrounding pavement is dry. Bridges often freeze before, and thaw out after, the rest of a road. To operate a vehicle, you must have a minimum of fill in the blank vision in at least one eye, with or without corrective lenses. A. 20/20. B. 20/40. C. 20/70. C. 20/70. It is essential that drivers meet legal vision standards. Any driver must have a minimum of 20/70ths vision in at least one eye, with or without corrective lenses, before they can obtain a license.